Right. It is time for yet another warm-up. How fun isn't that? Good morning, Orby. How's it going? I think that today, what's up with this program lately? There we are. Today I'm just gonna draw something rather than take a topic. I feel like I just want to draw something with line art. Probably just something. Who knows what is going to come out? But I feel like I don't want to add a topic today. Hey, good morning, passenger Atski Lurib. So let's get the ball rolling. I was thinking today, this morning, about how much drama there is in the artist community, and how many people there are that do like crazy things, quite unprofessional things, and say and do, things that if it would be your friend, you wouldn't be friends anymore. And then all of a suddenly, a lot of people just disregard that and continue supporting that person. I find that a bit strange, and there's some sort of phenomena there that doesn't make sense. Hey, Rogue 13 Pull Account, thanks for the host. Hey, Pie Master, good morning. So today I'm just drawing something randomly. I was thinking on another topic, not about people acting unprofessionally and people seeming to not care about it. I mean, there's a lot of people in the industry who has done that, and I don't know. I guess a lot of people assume that justice will be served somehow, that someone else is doing the dishing out of justice, but it doesn't. No one cares. It's just weird, you know. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know why I brought up that topic, but I mean, one of the reasons why AC Glass, thanks for the auto host. One of the big reasons why conceptart.org kind of had their massive migration of professionals was this huge flame war between the people running the site and the users of the site. This massive exodus, like there was so many people who stopped going to that forum, and the admins and so on, they can do their cleaning, and they can erase all the flame threads and so on, and no one knows. The new generations don't know about it. I don't want to mention any names, but it's crazy. It's crazy, and I don't understand how. I guess it's the nature of internet. Like, people react at the moment, and then next day, oh, look at this. This is a new thing, and they just get, distracted, and that's that. On to the next thing. which is a bit odd. But I guess it's the nature of humankind and internet behavior. They probably earned, not in concept art, not conceptart.org now, but people performing unprofessionally and getting a lot of negative comments, but they also get lots of traffic and getting their name out there. So it's like they actually profit of being a douchebag. Tim H. Laba, Master 777, Oz, and Novio Art, thanks for the host. Hey, good morning, Eric Moy. How's it going? Yeah, anyways, back to that topic of weird people. It's so strange. I don't understand also how people, they're okay with misbehaving. It's odd. Yeah. Side note, or a tangent rather. I was thinking about it because there was this Mike Correro, who is a concept artist, a creature artist. Uh, he's quite keen on talking about it, of other artists misbehaving, and he has a couple of threads or posts where he hangs artists out that are a little bit uh, unprofessional, and he kind of goes out and says, um, calls them out on it, which is interesting to read, and people's comments about his posts, you know, it's quite an interesting thing to read and see what other people say about it, and usually the comments are, oh, I had no idea. This artist seemed to be so nice, and wow, I'm surprised that these professional artists are allowed to behave this way, etc., etc. And it's always the same. No one knows and no one cares in that way. And it just shows also that maybe the industry artists themselves care too much. Um, you know, maybe it's none of our business if someone misbehaves or are unprofessional, because we the artists are not the one employing the bad artists. you know, it was just a thought I had about it. It's just that was my point I wanted to make. Like maybe I should just mind my own business and not read about posts like that or care that some other artist is acting like a douchebag. Hey, Nick RDH, good morning. What do you guys think about that? Like some artist misbehaving and let's say they're conning someone or you know, would you care? Do you care? I think I do on a personal level. Like if I would be affected by it, um, and it definitely puts me in kind of in a position where if I can hire an artist and I know the artist is a little bit of like a dodgy person, I would most definitely doubt hiring them. But that's about like the influence of their actions are on me. I mean, I don't really care. I don't get emotionally invested, but I get surprised that they don't get more shit for it, you know. A passenger, yeah, maybe. Hey, good morning, narrator. Thanks for coming back. Lurib. Yeah, I guess that's a way to see it as well. I mean, there's a fair comment. Yeah, like if the artist is good, does it matter that they're a-hole? Anyways, change of topic. Um, I was thinking the other day. I was watching, looking at art on ArtStation, um, and I was looking at art that I admired, and a lot of art is what I really love looking at is illustrations. So I thought like, wow, I would love to like work up my illustrations. Uh, so I started going back to old sketches and thinking about like which one can I finish and so on. And I and it kind of quickly dawned on me that like I don't want to be an illustrator. Like I started working on one and I just instantly got bored and just was trying to finish it, right? I was pushing it to be um, uh, I was pushing it just so I could finish it, so I could have an update. And I thought like, what do I actually enjoy doing? So I was thinking, all right. So I was thinking about the marriage between illustration and concept art. Like, do I love that aspect? And I thought, actually, I don't. I know that it's a requirement that I have pretty presentation, because it attracts clicks and so on. It it is the way to get attention. It doesn't matter if it's really clever idea. It also needs to be presented well because as with everything, it needs a certain appeal, right? It needs to be presented in a way where it's attractive rather than just cool idea, because a lot of people don't spend time to think about the idea. They just kind of want the the instant read, the instant satisfaction of getting the fix, the dose of art, right? So that it doesn't matter how clever you are, it has to have presentation. Um, so that got me thinking about like what I actually want to do, uh, or 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 work on for my personal stuff. What should my personal update to my portfolio be? And I was giving it a lot of thought. And one thing I actually really like, um, is to do just designs with line art and flat washes. But my problem is that they don't look that well presented, and it's not like, um, how do I put it? It's not sexy enough, right? But I do really. Was it one more? No, it wasn't one more. I do really enjoy it. The whole idea of just doing designs. So I think I've been playing around with on the warm-ups a lot with like the illustration aspect. Be good at establishing a sketch, a thumbnail, etc. But it's not actually something that makes me happy. So I'm thinking, depending on how you guys and girls think about it, but like What if I went back to more just pure design driven warm-ups? I think that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? As a little bit of a change of pace. Not necessarily needing to do all the light work and colors and stuff, just kind of enjoying creating. Maybe start playing with a series of designs, or I don't know. I was thinking of like what I feel like I need a change in the warm-ups. I feel like I'd appreciate that. Um, like it's something that maybe it's not anything I would enjoy doing regardless. You know, like illustrations. I do enjoy it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll happily do it for work and so on. It's a challenge and I appreciate it. But if I'm gonna spend some time on my own things, I was thinking maybe I should just do something that is also a little bit of comfort zone. I mentioned it yesterday on the yesterday stream. I think that kind of started making me think a bit that I don't do a lot of comfort zone challenges, and it's fun that way to be challenged to having to come up with something that I don't really draw. But I think at the moment, maybe it feels like okay, enough of with that for a while. Let's go to comfort zone and draw some fun stuff that I actually enjoy drawing. You know. Hey, Captain Jetlag. Good morning. Eric East. Good morning. Eric says, "Cool, Rip." Yeah, but I think I mean, if people, I'm assuming people don't really care what's happening on these streams in that sense that you know just some great time hanging out, looking at some art and talking some shit is what's being the interesting aspect, right? It's not that oh I can get to choose the topic, which is the like unique selling point of the idea. I doubt that that's the fact, right? Captain Jetlag, yeah, exactly. No, I mean, like I said, I don't mind doing the way we've done it now for 60 episodes this year. Um, but I was thinking, you know, maybe it's a good time to switch it up a bit and see where that path leads me in these warm-ups because they do influence. You know, you can't get away with it. That it does affect my way of thinking, my way of approaching, my trains of thoughts, all these things, right? They are there. They are being. My thoughts are being provoked, even if I'm doing color or design. Um, so I think it might be a good time to just play with lines for a while, with designs, and come up with some fun characters and interesting topics. Cool, though, Rib. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Um, and I think it was in conjunction with, you know, asshole people. Sorry for if anyone is sensitive for the curse words, but you know, they are most likely really good artists. You know, people care because they are known and they have a skill set. I mean, obviously, a lot of people don't mind them being d-bags um, because they got the skills in that way. So in a way, that got me thinking, like, all right, what? Okay, go back to what's fun. Go back to some of my strengths rather than just challenging myself in that sense of I have to draw something. I absolutely have no idea what to draw on a random topic. I think that aspect has, for now, run its purpose. I think back to some fun comfort zone sketching. I think is which looking at sketches of designing characters and things, that is what I really love, regardless. And then the painting part, the presentation part, is the fun challenge of the technical aspect of it. I mean, designing something with lines, etc., it's not a technical challenge for me whatsoever. It's just pure using knowledge and putting it together and trying to come up with unique and interesting ideas, and that is not a technical challenge for me. The painting, the concept, is the technical challenge, which is enjoyable, but it's not a comfort zone. You know, some people just love smooshing paint around, and that's their go-to move to be happy. And designing is definitely my go-to move to feel happy. Oh yeah, Eric Moy, the Wyvern Rider. Exactly, Lurid. Cheers for that. Lurid was all you. Was all you, man. The only reason that was successful was because it was such a good topic. Absolutely. You can take credit for it, Lurib. I would have drawn something else if your topic was picked. But obviously I was drawing it. But you gave me the idea, which was cool, which was fun. You should feel a little bit proud of it. You definitely got some bragging rights. So we got 8 minutes left. I think I'm also gonna skip the blocking in. It takes 5 minutes to do well, accurately. And I think that's 5 less minutes of playing with lines. So in the future streams, I'm gonna do line art only, and do character or monster or whatever designs. So let's do random topics. I think that would be fine. But I'm gonna do just do line designs of my own topics, maybe a couple of times at least, and then we can go back to whatever topics you want. But as long as it's a character. And maybe because the randomizer, the dice, right? The dice keeps rolling, right? So it generates another random number after the first one. So how about the next time I ask for topics, you can write genre and the topic. So you can say, let's say, steampunk, heart surgeon, and the first roll of the dice becomes the genre, and the second randomized number of the dice becomes a topic. So we get 2 topics picked, and that means it can be 4-4, I think. Yeah, yeah, it can be 4-4. Or it can be like 1-6 or whatever, and then we have two winners. I think that could be a cool idea, right? How yeah, you like it? That's cool. All right, so let's. I'm just gonna do a couple of comfort zone warm-ups. I think next week, just comfort zone warm-ups with standard talking bullshit and things. But I'm not gonna ask for topics next week. Maybe let's see, a couple of days at least, and then we can start doing this fun random topic thing. Um, we'll see. But I am definitely enjoying. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. This is where I'm like happy. This makes me happy. Just designing and thinking about placing things and why they should be there. Uh, my brain is just cuddling with itself. Like, we're finally in front of the fireplace and with a glass of wine and no, I don't know, but it's fun. Oh yeah, definitely, Lurib. I think the talking part is not going to end. Definitely not. Um, I'm thinking about ways of expanding on the talking. I've been trying now and then to come up with a theme to talk about. I think, yeah, the problem, for example, I was thinking of maybe you can put other people on the same talk, but not everyone are great talkers, and not everyone can just kind of ad lib and come up of interesting things on the fly to talk about. So my fear is just having someone on that just sits there and goes, yeah, yeah. But we'll see. I think it would be cool to have some sort of kind of podcasty thing happening at the same time as I'm drawing. Um, and I'm thinking of maybe I need to find partners of some sort. We'll see. I wanna make something interesting out of it, and I don't want it to be all about me in that way. I mean, at the moment it's all about me. It's my stream, and it's just me talking. But ideally, I was thinking, what's the next step? I want to have it interesting for you guys. I want to have a help building some community here that we all can enjoy. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that would be hard. Captain Jetlag, yeah, it switches colors for some reason. Hey, Kuiba, welcome. Discord voice chat. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Why not? We can try it. I mean, how many of you that are on the stream now would be able to join the talk on the stream? Let's say on the Google Hangout. How many of you would be able to, at this time slot for 30 minutes, do a warm up with me and talking on, like, just not in a driven way like I am doing now, because I'm the only one talking. Obviously, we'll have to have a little bit more casual and just talk about whatever at the beginning, but definitely going to try to steer the discussion. Uh, right, Captain Jetlag. Lurib is game with that. At any rate, I'm fine. Thank you. The day so far is good. I'm just doing my warm up. Had dropped off my kid at school earlier. It's kind of spring like weather, is a bit chilly, but I'm always going with my son on a skateboard to school, and he drives a scooter. So the school run goes really, really quick, and I get some exercise. And my daughter is in school as well, in kindergarten. Nice, good stuff. How are you? Kuru. All right. Eric East. All right. Cool. Well, let's we can try next week a hangout on the Google Hangout, and you can share your screens on the warm up. Probably. So let's I'm gonna fiddle with the idea. I'm gonna probably having to set up the stream somehow so that I can share the Google Hangout rather than my Photoshop, etc., etc. So that needs some fiddling, but I like the idea. Let's try that next week and see how that feels. Maybe we need like a topic of the day. Maybe I'll just kind of throw a topic out there and see where if anyone bites. Cool, Amir. All right. So this is what ended up today. Comfort zone monster. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks everyone for hanging out and being such a great steady community of awesome people joining me. Have a great day. Good night. See you tomorrow morning, or on Discord, obviously. But yeah, bye. Here comes the outro.